Good morning, students. Today our topic is Python Dictionary, and this is Python Dictionary Part 4. In this lecture, we are going to discuss different methods, built-in methods used in Python Dictionary. So let's start. As you can see on the screen, these are some methods used in Python Dictionary. These are clear method, copy method, from keys method, get method, items method, keys method, pop method, pop item method, set default method, update method, and values methods. These are the different methods. Description is given in front of them. Just like that, clear method removes all the element from the dictionary. Copy method returns a copy of the dictionary. From keys method returns a dictionary with the specified keys and values. Get method returns a value of specified keys. Items returns a list containing a tuple of each key value pair. Keys returns a list containing the dictionary keys. Pop method removes element with the specified keys. Pop item removes the last inserted key values pair. Set default method returns the value of the specified keys with the key. If the key does not exist, insert the key with the specified value. And then update method update the dictionary with the specified key value pairs. And at last, value method returns a list of all the values in the dictionary. So these are the different methods used in Python dictionary. We actually covered some of them in our last lecture, but in this lecture we specially study all different built-in methods used in Python dictionary. So let us take them one by one. First of all, clear method. As is you know that clear method removes all the elements from the dictionary. So if you want to if you want to delete all the elements within a dictionary, and you want that dictionary still exist without any element, then for that purpose we can use clear method. So clear method basically deletes all the elements inside the dictionary. So all key value pair are deleted in that case. So Python dictionary removes all element. So there is a dictionary, as you can see on screen. Name of the dictionary is car, and different keys and value are given here. And after the declaration of dictionary, we just perform the task car.clear. Write the statement car.clear that will delete all the elements inside that dictionary. So let us execute this program and check what happens after the execution of this program. And when we just try to print the car dictionary after that statement, that is the last statement, that will print a empty dictionary, means a dictionary without any element. So, and the definition, and as far as definition is concerned, the clear method removes all the element from a dictionary. And the syntax is very simple, just write the name of the dictionary, after that put dot operator, and then just write name of the method, that is dictionary in this case. The clear method removes all the element from a dictionary. And syntax is given here, as you can see on screen. Dictionary.clear, which basically delete all the elements in a dictionary, and there is no parameter value passed in this method. So this is a program which contain a dictionary named car, which contain 3 keys, brand, model, and year. And regarding to these keys, different 3 values are also there: Ford Mustang and 1964. And then after that there is a clear statement. There is a statement which says that car.clear. It means that all elements related to dictionary car will be deleted in that case. And then after print, the statement is there which basically print the dictionary, which is of course the empty dictionary. You can easily see on the screen. Now here the program is executed on Spider, which is IDLE. So you can easily see on screen, this is the program and that is our output. This is an empty dictionary, you can easily see on the screen. That is empty dictionary because all elements are already deleted by the method clear. So very simple to use. Next is and always remember that it has no parameter value. And second method is copy method. Copy method, as the name suggests, basically copy one dictionary to another dictionary. So again you can see on the screen there is a small example, same dictionary as we create in previous example, but after the creation of the dictionary there is a statement which says x is equal to car.copy. So car is the name of the dictionary. After that we put dot operator and then copy method. So basically what happens after the execution of the statement, all the data related to car dictionary will be copied to the dictionary X, and when we just print the value of X, then output will be the same as the car dictionary. You can easily see on screen that is the dictionary, and these all are the value related to a dictionary car, and now these are all are copied to dictionary X. So definition uses are already given here. The copy method returns a copy of the specified dictionary, and syntax is very simple. Just write dictionary, after that put dot operator and then copy. Now there is no parameter values in this, and Python dictionary from keys method. Next is from keys method. So create a dictionary with the 3 keys, all with the value 0. First of all, you can easily see that x contain 3 key 1, key 2 and key 3, and y contain a single value 0. And this dict, we just write another dictionary of this dict, and just write dict is equal to dict dot from keys xy, from keys xy, and then just print that statement, and you can easily see that after execution of this program, you can easily see here a dictionary will be created with 3 different keys, key 1, key 2, key 3, but with same value 0, with same value 0, because we pass just only a single value here. So the basic purpose of this function from keys is to create a dictionary with given keys, and if there is only single value, that single value is assigned to all key values. So the from key method returns a dictionary with the specified keys and the specified values. So the from keys method returns a dictionary with the specified keys with the specified values, and that is the syntax of this method. Different parameters values are used, as we can see on screen that only 2 parameter values are used here, keys and values. Keys are required and value is optional. The value for all keys, default value is none. So if you just don't pass any value, then default value is none in that case. Now this is a second example. You can see on screen x is equal to key 1, key 2, key 3, but there is no value, so default value will be considered in that case. If we just execute this program, let us see. All things are same as that in previous question, but here no value of y is given, so default value will be considered in that case, and again dictionary will be created but with default values, that is none in that case. So just execute this program. You can see that keys 1 none, keys 2 none, and key 3 none here again. If you just write y and give more than one value, just like that 1 2 3, can you guess what will happens after the execution of that statement? None is still there because we just print dict dot from keys x, only x is given as a parameter, so we must give x comma y. If we don't give x comma y, then dictionary will not contain the value of y. So this is our previous example. In this you can easily see that two from keys method, two parameter values are given, but in this method in this program just only okay, that is a previous example in which 2 parameter values are given. So here again we just define x is equal to key 1, key 2 and key 3, and we define different values of y. Only if a single value of y, then the answer will be same again, because within the argument, within the method we just pass only a single parameter value, that is the x. So program will successfully execute it, but only with the keys and the default values. So we must write x comma y in place of that. And if we just write more than one value, suppose we just write we write 0 comma 1 comma 2, then let us check what happens. Then you can see that regarding to the key 1, there are again three values: 0 1 0 1 2, key 2 again 0 1 2, and again key 3 0 1 2. So whatever we assign the value of y, that is assigned to all keys values, and if we don't assign any value to y, then by default it is none. That is the concept of this method from keys. So values are optional in this case. Next is get method. Get method is basically used to get a value regarding to a key. So it is already covered in our last lecture. I think all of you are very familiar to this method. Let us see the output. You can easily see here that we want to find out the value regarding to key model. So that is our answer. So very simple to use. Just write the name of the dictionary first, after that put dot operator and then get, and within the parenthesis just write a parameter value, and the parameter is name of the key. So we get after that the value regarding to that key. So the get method returns the value of the item with the specified key. That is the purpose of using get method. And syntax is very simple. Just write name of the dictionary first, after that put dot operator and then get, and the two parameter values are there, key name and values, where value is optional. We generally write only a one parameter, that is a key name, but you can pass two parameter value, key name and value, in which value is optional. So if any case, if key value does not exist, then it returns a value passed as a parameter. Just like that, we just write a key name mode, and actually model is exist, but mode is not exist. And here two parameters values are given, that mode and 12. Then let us see what happens. So answer will be 12, because mode key doesn't exist in this program, so default value will be there. There is another example you can easily see in the screen. Price 15,000. Price is not a key here. So after the execution of this statement, obviously 15,000 is the answer. So basically get method contains two different parameters values. One is key and second is value, which is optional. And if key does not exist, then value will be written in that case. And this is a program here. You can easily see another output. 15,000 will be the output after the execution of that program. Okay. The next method is Python dictionary items method. So items, if you want to find out the all key value pairs, then for that purpose there is a method named items method. And when we use item method, we are able to get different key value combination related to a dictionary. So there is a dictionary again, same dictionary here, and the only difference is the method name. So we just write x dot is equal to car dot items, and after that the print statement. Let us see what will be the output after the execution of that program. So this is our program here. So different key values combination will be written by this program, and now let us check. You can easily see on the screen. So item method basically returns different key value combination, or different items, we can say that. Each key value basically is a particular item related to that dictionary. So the definition as users are concerned, the item method returns a new view object. The view object contains the key value pairs of the dictionary as tuple in the list. So this syntax is very simple. Just write name of the dictionary first, after that put dot operator and then name of the method, which is item in this case, and it contains no parameter value. So we don't pass any value within the parenthesis, and this is the syntax here. No parameter value is there. There is another example you can see on the screen. Again, in this example we just change the year, and after that there is a print statement, print x. Now year is 2018. Within our dictionary year is 1964. So when an item in the dictionary changes value, the view object also get updated. That is the main important point. When an item in the dictionary change value, the view object also get updated. There is a dictionary name car, and after the creation of the dictionary there is a statement x is equal to car dot items. After that we just change the year we assign a value 2018 to the key year, and after that there is a print statement, print x. Let us see what is the output. After the execution of that program, values will be updated and answer contain 2018, not 1964. So just execute this program. Okay, this is the run button. So 2018 is the answer. Next is Python dictionary keys method. It basically returns the keys. So if you want to find out the keys related to a dictionary, then using keys method you are able to find out all keys related to a dictionary. So for that purpose you just write name of the dictionary first, after that put a dot operator and then keys method. So very simple to use. Again we take the same dictionary here, name car, and after the creation of the dictionary there is a statement x is equal to car dot keys, which contain, so basically x contain all the keys related to a dictionary car, and then after that print statement is there, so you can easily see here. That is the output. Different keys are there. These are the different keys. Definition and uses. The keys method returns a view object. The view object contain the keys of the dictionary as a list. So keys as a list is the output. Just write name of the dictionary first, and name of the dictionary, and then put dot operator and then keys, and it contains no parameter value. Always remember that. No parameter value is there. when you just learn different methods, so always remember the parameters value. Name of the method is important, but also remember the parameter values, even if they are the optional. Just learn all the just remember all the parameter value passed within a method. It is very important. Next, our example is all related to updated keys. This is example related to keys method, and you can easily see here that when an item is added to a dictionary, the views object also get updated. So here different keys are there, but what we change the value of the key color as a white, and if you want to print the value of X that contains the different keys of a dictionary, that is brand, model, year. Let us see what will happen after that program. So this is our program here. Just execute the program, and that is our answer. We actually add a new key, and that new key name is color. So color is there. So color will be added after that execution of that statement. Car color is equal to white. Next is Python dictionary pop method. So pop method, or basically delete a particular item from a dictionary. As you can see on the screen, there is an example which contain a dictionary car, and after that we just write a statement car.pop model. So model is the name of the key, so data regarding to the model will be deleted in that case. You can easily see on the screen. Now model is no more the part of dictionary. So key value related to model is not there. Now dictionary contain only 2 data items. So pop method basically delete a particular element or item in a dictionary. The pop method removes the specified item from the dictionary, we can say that, and the value of the removed item is the return value of the pop method. Syntax is very simple. Just write name of the dictionary first, after that put dot operator, write name of the method, which is pop in this case, and 2 parameter values are there, key name and default values. Key name is required, and the key name moves a value to the return to the specified do not exist. Default values, if the parameter is not specified and no items with the specified key is found, an error is raised. Default value is optional, always remember that. There is a program here which contain a dictionary car, and we just write x is equal to car.pop model. Next is pop item method. It removes the last item from the dictionary, pop item method. removes the last item from the dictionary, and it contains no parameter value. You can easily see on the screen. So let us execute this program. Last data items is year 1964. Just execute the program. Let us see what happens. The pop items method removes the item that was last inserted into the dictionary, first of all. Second point, which is very important, in version 3.7, the pop item method removes the random item. In version before 3.7, a pop item method removes a random item, and the removed item is the return value of the pop item method as a tuple. So it is very important. Version before 3.7, it selects a random value, but version 3.7 or advanced version, it basically delete the last element. So consider very simple, just write name of the dictionary and then put dot operator and then pop item, it contains no parameter value. Next is set default method. As the name suggests, is basically set the default values for a key. This is a small program here, you can easily see that. Same dictionary, but after the dictionary there is a statement x equal to car dot set default, and then model and a value related to the model. See here that model is already exist as a key, contain a value, but we set a default value here. So let us see after the what happens after the execution of that program. Just execute this program and you can see that original value is there. So what is the purpose of default set default model set default method? To understand this, we have to make some change in this program. Okay, wait a minute. This program here, and you can see on the screen, the set default method returns the value of the item with the specified key, and if the key does not exist, insert the key with the specified value. So that is the main purpose of set default. If the key does not exist, that insert that keys. Okay, so we just make a change here. We just rename the key. Now name of the key is mode. So this will be inserted in that case. Okay, now see the output. Output is changed in that case. That is the purpose of set default. And two parameters values are here. Key name, which is required, the key name of the item we want to return the value from, and second is value, which is optional. If the key exists, the parameter has no effect, but if the key does not exist, this value becomes the key value, and default value is none. If the key does not exist, this value becomes the key value. Next is update method. As the name suggests, it basically update the key value combination. So there is a dictionary here, car, which contains 3 data items, and after that we just write a statement car dot update color white. So color is not there as a key, so it will be inserted into the dictionary as you can see on the screen. So it updates the list, original list, with new key value combination. Definition it uses the update method insert the specified item to the dictionary. That is the main purpose of the update. update method, insert the specified item to the dictionary, and the specified items can be a dictionary or a iterable object. So, that is the syntax dictionary dot update, and only one parameter value is there. So, basically it's update dictionary. Next is values method. If we want to find out the values related to a dictionary, then it can be find out using values method. So, we just write in dictionary name dot values. So, there is this program here, you can see on the screen. Just execute this program and different values are there. These are the different values. The values method returns a view object containing values of the dictionary as a list. So, this is all about our today's lecture. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching this video.